Screw it. God bless it. This streaming technology crap has to really catch up before I'm really going to enjoy doing this anymore. Thank you, YouTube, for fucking all the creators once again. Screwing anybody who actually made any money for your platform. And may your people all rot in hell for the rest of your days. Hey, welcome everybody to the Squatchers Lounge podcast. I'm your rather cheeky, rosier than usual self, Reverend Jeff, and you're watching the Squatchers Lounge podcast. That's right here via crap-ass YouTube that, well, you once used to be able to go live at YouTube, but now... As we can tell, it's a banner day here on the Squatchers Lounge podcast, but you know, we're going to power through it and really, really hope that that we make it through the night before I just smash my computer and move right along. Hey, everybody. Okay, hey, we're talking. It's October, man. Scaretober. That's right. That's what we're talking about this week. And you know, all the Bigfoot movies you should know about and some that you should probably forget ever happened. But we're going to start out first thing this week with the news. There you go. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and hopefully free up this thing and make it work a little better. We shall see. All right. First up, caught this one out of the lounge. Barrett Shreds the plane. Pilot fixes it with duct tape and flies home. Now, for anybody who doesn't believe this is a true story, I guarantee you it is. Once upon a time, the old Reverend here had his pilot's license. And yeah, I flew these types of plane, little Cessnas and little Cubs. And I got to tell you, they're really not made out of much more than reinforced duct tape. They're really not. It's scary what some of these people fly around in over top of people's homes. Anyhow, yeah, dreamed of going to Alaska and an Alaskan cruise while stopping to fish for salmon and other native fish. A lot of it is untouched and the homeless thought the wilderness when people come off, blah, 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 blah. The bear obviously did not hold back when it came to the plane. It ate it into pieces. Holmes says, never here. I have duct tape. And yeah, he does. He duct tapes this sucker back together and boom, there it is. Almost as good as new. I mean, seriously, I got another roll of duct tape, 3 cases of duct tape and a large fly of plastic and boom, he's back in the air. Yeah, I mean, I don't know that it would have taken more than 1 or 2 flights before it would have fallen apart again, but I've seen Mythbusters make a boat out of duct tape, and that's even more impressive. But this is crazy. All right. WCNC says somebody's got a Bigfoot. Man claims tracks in the woods were not made by man, human, or animal. Well, if he's not a human or an animal, what is it? Cleveland County, North Carolina. A man claims footprints in a Cleveland County wooded area are not human nor animal, but possibly evidence of Bigfoot. Now, there's a conundrum in itself. Joe Scarborough is an electrician. Last week, he was working at his home near Kazar, North Carolina. When he spotted the tracks, I got real close there and said, somebody's got a Bigfoot. The tracks were caught on camera, and he said that to be larger than any human could leave behind, it was 13 to 14 inches. So when I went back to the truck, I got a tape measure and went down there. And when it was fresh, he said, adding, you could tell the small plants pressed down in the mud. Scarborough planned to come back to the area to investigate. I'm going to spend the night. I'm going to take some game cameras and see what happens. I mean, why not? Well, because you might get killed by a Bigfoot. That's why not. But hey, famous last words. Hey, y'all, hold my beer. North Carolina. All right. Basemedicine.org. Take it for what it is. A visitor among us. Vermont's writers search for Sasquatch. That's right. Mr. Christopher Noel standing by a quote unquote Sasquatch structure. Let's see if we can make that big. Yeah. I'm not sure what makes this a Sasquatch structure. However, it's a little less convincing when you're looking at a picture like this as evidence of Bigfoot when there are fallen branches all around it. Look behind it. Look on all around it. I mean, it is natural deadfall that falls like this weirdness. I mean, why would a Bigfoot make this? Is he tanning skins? Is he stepping on wine berries? I don't know. Why would a Bigfoot make this? If anybody made this, it would have been a Native American lean-to back in the day, and that to me is so much cooler. But I digress. The following a quote: "The Sasquatch, a big and long, unwieldy," but Christopher Noel thought it was important enough to edit as he spoke, even dictating to me where to put parentheses and semicolons. That's right. Either way, they simply exist, or else tens of thousands of eyewitness reports that have been submitted over the decades, often by people who don't want their names used because they're afraid of ridicule. All those reports are false, or even one of them is true, then they all most likely could be true. There you have it, folks. You can check this one out at basemedicine.org. All right. Coming up, the 8th annual Chautauqua Lake Bigfoot Expo, Saturday, October 11th and 12th, 2019. That's right. At the Chautauqua Lake Bigfoot Expo, Lake Road, Mayville, New York, 14757. So go and check it out if you are in that area this week. All right, wrapping up the news tonight. If you like what we do here and you'd like to support what we do here, check out Reverend Jeff's Cryptic Corner and Paranormal Escapades, because that's where all the Bigfoot campfire stories have moved to. That's right. There's a bunch of them up there. $1 gets you in general admission, and all those proceeds go towards expeditions on the channel for next year. So we very much appreciate all of our patrons that are out there. Even if you're not patrons, we thank you for checking in here live with us tonight here at the Squatchers Lounge podcast. All right, so let's start the old cam up again here. We'll take this mess out of there and say welcome aboard to everybody. Now, usually this would be the point in the show where I would do a quasi theory, or whether I would do a camping tips for stupid. So we're going to give it a chance to do a quasi theory here and see what happens. So bear with us here, and we'll listen to Inker's Quasi Rewind week. And now, quasi theories from a quasi scientist, with your host, Dean Cooper.
Dragons. What with the...
Or not. Well, I'm not going to make you listen to that. No, it's clickety, 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 clickety. It's like I'm on an old-timey radio station. Just imagine it's 1940 and we're listening to AM, and maybe you can deal with the statickiness of it. I'm so sorry, folks. This is so maddening. I have actually been in communications with the streaming people, and I have followed all of their instructions, and my computer does not suck, by the way. I mean, currently, right this very moment, I have 8 gigabytes of video memory free and 8 gigabytes of regular memory free. So there is no reason to be a resource hog on my computer, but apparently, yeah, welcome back to YouTube land. All right, well, we'll have to skip all that, but we can get back out here now to the Hangout chat room and say hi to everybody that's out there live tonight. They're starting out the top of the show tonight. We got Mr. Lance Windsor. That's right, our Canadian brother. How you doing, Lance? Glad you're with us, sir. Miss Natalie Smith, I'm hoping you're recovering well. I'm glad you're well enough to be watching the show tonight. There's the man behind the Camping Tips for Stupid, the life and times of JCM. Hello, Mr. Jevin. Keith Harden, there you go. How you doing there, champ? Glad you're with us tonight. Belle Childers, I think that might be a new name. If not, hey, back at you. Glad you're with us. All right, moving on down. There's Mr. Don Knife. I'm glad you're with us, man. Checking us out at work tonight. Oh, we won't tell on you. Don't worry. There's Miss Maria Allegria. Hello, Miss Bella. Glad you're with us tonight as well. There's Joshua Lazar. Hello there. Glad you're with us as well. And the SoCal Forest Ninjas. That's right. I go to Ninjas. You know, it's kind of like I say Virginia. I don't know why. It's just one of those speech impediment things I've always had. All right, moving on up. There's Aaron Duncan. How you doing? We're going to go gold mining with that dude for sure. All right, moving on down. You know, I swear there's gonna be gold in Bluff Creek. Nobody believes me. I'm gonna find out next time I go up there. Rod Dupree, the man's always in the place to be. There's Mr. Christopher Cullen. How you doing there, sir? Glad you are with us tonight as well. Hey, Cody Johnaway, there you are. You're there. Makes it great. Jeremy Croteau. Croteau? It's French. Albert Ladette. Hello there. Glad you are with us as well. I think that's a new name as well. Checking in from California. Yes. All right. And that, my friend, seems to be those who are out there watching it. If I haven't said hi to you, it's because you didn't say hi to me, and I didn't know you were listening. Say a big hang out there to my boy Joe Hossman. I hope you're going to catch the show tomorrow, buddy. Hope you're feeling well. Seeing you're all recovered up, going back to class and all, so that's great. And yeah, I got to tell you, you know, and it's been one of them times. I'm still in that weird, depressive, yucky, can't seem to kick uncreative moods all the time, but we're trying. We really are trying. So let's get to it tonight. Okay, we're going to kick it and see what's going on with the Bigfoot movies tonight. There he is, your old pal Wes is here. Squatchy Inc. checked in a little late, but I still got him on the board. That's right. He and I used to do a show called Bigfoot Entertainment Weekly. And, you know, we covered so many of these movies that we're going to cover tonight. It was so much fun, but then we just ran out of material. But if you look on YouTube for a channel called Bigfoot Entertainment Weekly, it is up there. It may be, yeah, we started a new, did rename it to What You're Watching. I don't remember now. It's one of the times that, God, it's all out there on the web, though. It's hiding. You can find it. It's like 18. If you need help and you find them, maybe you can get Bigfoot Entertainment Weekly. Yeah, I know. I'm up on my Cryptic Corner page, but that's because, well, I wanted to do that. There we go. All righty. So, moving on right along here. The best movies about Bigfoot, according to Ranker.com. Yeah. I don't know what request you're requesting. There we go. All right. So we've got the top 25 movies about Bigfoot. Number 25, Bigfoot the movie. That's right. 2015 American comedy film directed by Jared Show. Bigfoot has come to the town of Elwood City, Pennsylvania, causing Bigfoot problems, and now it's up to 4 locals to solve it. Yeti, Curse of the Snow Demon. That's right. 2008 horror film that was broadcast on the Sci-Fi Channel June 9th, 2008. The Missing Link from 2019. Hugh Jackman, Zoe Salandra, and Zach, I can't pronounce his last name ever, the fat guy from The Hangover. And Missing Link's a 2019 American stop-motion animated comedy featured the director of Chris Butler. That's right. So you got to check out The Missing Link. Rage of the Yeti comes in at number 22. It is the 2011 film directed by David Hewlett. 2 groups of treasure hunters from each walks of life are dispatched to the Arctic to get items the wealthy millionaire needs. I don't believe I've seen Rage of the Yeti. I'm going to have to check that one out. Why The Mummy, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor is in a list of Bigfoot movies, I'm not really sure. It's a 2008 American dark fantasy film and the 3rd and final installment of the Money trilogy. I don't understand why that's in this Bigfoot ranking, but there it is. Love in the Time of Monsters, a 2004 comedy horror directed by Matt Jackson, starring Doug Jones. There you go. The Legend of Bigfoot. Oh my God. Way back. That's right. We're talking about, that's the wrong picture of, that's not Ivan Marx's Legend of Bigfoot there. That's the kid from Tool Time. and I can't remember the name of that movie. Number 18 coming in, Tenacious D in The Pick of Destiny. That's right, Bigfoot is actually in that movie. Lance Hendrickson's everybody's favorite friggin' indie film guy, Sasquatch Mountain. That's right, 2006 science fiction film, Grizzly Peak Productions for the Sci-Fi Channel. Justin Long, Carl Weathers, and John Hader. That's right, in Sasquatch Gang. I don't believe there's actually a Sasquatch in the Sasquatch Gang, but as a younger man, I watched that one. Abominable. D. Wallace, Lance Hendrickson, Ashley Hartman. That's right, 2006 horror film directed and written by Ryan Griffin. The film stars Matt McCoy, Jeffrey Combs, Lance Hendrickson, Rex Lynn, D. Wall, Phil Morris, and more. Abominable. Yeah. I like Abominable. That's where they hatchet the freaking thing in the back with it. Bringing that. Bigfoot. Hey, the kids that say Bigfoot, 2009 children's comedy adventure from Kevin S. Tenney. Boy, Percy Caldwell lives in Pine Bluff, California. Sorry, I got into my radio voice there for a moment. Not your typical Bigfoot movie. That's right, starring everybody's favorite, Taliesin Wayne. Yeah, make sure you go to the dollar store, the cheap store, the Save-A-Lot, and get the 39-cent tuna. They don't like the 69-cent tuna. Get it in the oil. Make sure you get it in the oil. Oh, wait, no, that was the big Indian superhero. What was that guy's name? 2012's Falling Flies. Kevin Smith, Jason Lee, Joey Long Adams. I made your old pal Wes watch this one, and he hated it. But I'm actually a fan of Drawing Flies. I thought it was a real different twist on Bigfoot movies. If you like weirdness, Drawing Flies probably is still a sucky movie. Bigfoot, that's right, John Carradine, Joy Lansing, and Kid Chisel, 1970, independently made low-budget horror science fiction film produced by Anthony Cardoza and directed by Robert F. Slazer. The film stars few well-known actors, and it's still so top 10 we're getting into here. Throwback 2014 Australian indie action horror film directed by Travis Bain. Two treasure hunters are searching for the legendary lost treasure of the 1800s in remote North Queensland. I don't know that I have seen that one, so I may have to check that one out as well. Now, they've got The Legend of Boggy Creek, the original, all the way down here at number 9. 1972 horror docudrama about the folk monster. Yeah, I always want to call it the Falk monster and always screw it up, spell it wrong. All my materials always spelled wrong, but whatever. Smallfoot, Channing Tatum, everybody's favorite Channing Tatum, James Corden, and I don't know, was that Bono? Zendaya? I don't even know who that is. Smallfoot is a 2018 American 3D computer animated comedy. Film directed by Gary Kirkpatrick. That's right. Little Bigfoot. That's right. Not a whole lot of information about that one, but they say it's number 7. The Frankenstein Theory, 2013 American horror film. Andrew Weiner stars Chris Lemench. That's right. I'm not sure that that's a Bigfoot movie, but hey, they say it is. The Abominable Snowman, starring the great Peter Cushing. That's right. So, 1957 British horror film directed by Val Guest. That's right, made by Hammer Films. Number 4, they're calling it a film, so we might as well too. The Patterson Gimlin film. I don't know why that's in a list of movies, but sure, why not? I really wish we had all those original footages that we could put the original documentary together and actually do that whole thing some justice. That would be wonderful. Number 3, that's right, Harry and the Hendersons. 1987, an American fantasy comedy film produced by William Deere and starring John Lithgow. That's right. I love Harry and the Hendersons. I watch it anytime it's on, and it's not on. Number 2, Abominable. 2019 American Chinese computer animated film directed by Joel Coltrane. Yeah, I don't think I've seen that one, but hey, whatever. And the number 1 top Bigfoot film of 2019, I think it's crap because they didn't even actually mention the number 1 top film that I would tell you to go watch. The Man Who Killed Hitler, and then Bigfoot. I wanted that one to be fantastic. I really, 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 really wanted that to be fantastic. It was not. I wanted Sam Elliott to be fantastic, and he was. The story just sucked. There was just no real passion in it. It just sucked. Anyhow, the man who killed Bigfoot, man who killed Hitler, and then Bigfoot. All right, moving right along to our second list and the final list of the night. The top 25 movies to see according to IMDb. That's right. IMDb should know what they're talking about, so let's find out. Number 25, 2007, Chill Out, Scooby-Doo. The gang's vacation to Paris takes a wrong turn when Scooby and Shaggy miss their flight and end up skydiving expedition into the Himalayas. Whoops. Of course, they've got number 24, the 1 minute long Patterson Gimlin film. What the hell? Anyhow, Night of the Demon. Professor Nugent and his students try to track down Bigfoot, but end up uncovering something more sinister at work. That's right. That's in the opening scenes of this movie when they rip off dude's dick. That's right. Night of the Demon. Number 22, all the way down to 22, Exists. Who made this crap? I don't know. A group of friends who venture into the remote Texas woods for a party weekend find themselves stalked by Bigfoot. Number 21, Bigfoot, The Lost Coast Tapes. See, I definitely watched it exist over this crap. After a Bigfoot hunter claims to possess the body of a dead Sasquatch, a disgraced investigator journalist stakes his comeback and his lives of his documentary film crew on proving the find to be a hoax. Yeah, there's no Bigfoot in that movie. Bigfoot. Percy Caldwell is in love with the school's most popular cheerleader, Madison, but his best friend Leonard doesn't think he stands a chance. That's right. I don't know what any of that has to do with Bigfoot. Bigfoot, The Unforgettable Encounter. That's the one I couldn't remember earlier. That's the one with the kid from Tool Time. I actually like this one. I mean, it's really not bad for what it was. The Legend of Bigfoot, 1975 documentary about the legendary creature Bigfoot with emphasis on being the missing link. The missing link, yeah. 2002, number 17, The Untold, based on a true story involving Sasquatch. At least that's what they say. Number 16, Sasquatch Hunters. People go on an expedition to find the legendary Sasquatch and something starts to kill them off. Sasquatch Hunters. That's right. All right. Bigfoot, the movie, 2015. Bigfoot has come to the town of Elwood City, Pennsylvania, causing big problems. Number 14, Little Bigfoot 2, The Journey Home. A single father and his children come to Little Bigfoot's rescue when a wealthy landowner hunts him down, hoping to use him as a profitable circus act. Yeah. Number 13, Little Bigfoot. Young Peyton Shoemaker and his sister are the only ones who can save Little Bigfoot and his family from the ruthless logging company. Can you say social justice warriors? The Legend of Boggy Creek is at number 12 on this list. It's right. Number 11, the remake, Boggy Creek. Following the death of her father in a terrible accident, sweet yet troubled Jennifer and her friends decide to check out her dad's cabin that's located deep in the woods of Boggy Creek. Number 10, Abominable. There you go. That's right. Number 9, The Capture Bigfoot. You put this in the top 10, you bunch of weirdos. A series of killings occur with no suspects. The locals soon decide that Bigfoot is responsible. Number 8, Throwback. That's the one from the Yowie guys from far north Queensland. I'd like to kind of check that one out. Rage of the Yeti. That's right. That's the Gold Hunters one. Deadly Descent. The Abominable Snowman is at number 6. 2013, friends go on a snowy adventure and come face to face with a deadly creature. Dun, dun, dun. All right, we're moving on up into the top 5 of the final tonight. Yeti. Curse of the Snow Demon. That's right. A plane flight carrying a college football team crashes in the Himalayas, and then they eat each other. And not in the way that most movies think. Okay. Number 4, The Abominable Snowman. I don't know how many movies we've gone through. A group of survivalists come face to face with large ape-like creature. The survivalists begin a deadly confrontation. Number 3, The Abominable Snowman, 1957. A kindly English botanist and a gruff American scientist lead an expedition to the Himalayas in search of the legendary Yeti. And number 2, Bigfoot 2012. 2 former musicians face off the hunt for the legendary mountain creatures, starring none other than Partridge Family's Danny Bonaducci and a Brady Bunch's Barry Williams. There we have it. The Partridges versus the Bradys in Bigfoot 2012. And the number 1 Bigfoot movie, as it probably should still be, Harry and the Hendersons. That's right. The Henderson family adopt a friendly Sasquatch, but have a hard time trying to keep the legend of Bigfoot a secret. There you have it, folks. Those are the top lists of Bigfoot movies to see this year. I'd agree with most of them. I would. I would tell you that there's a couple of them out there that you probably haven't seen. Hoax. I tell people definitely go and check out Hoax. Some people do, some people don't. Some people liked it, some people didn't. Let me get some late check-ins here that checked into the lounge after the shout-outs tonight. We'll say hello to those people here. All righty then. We've got Mr. Dean Cooper. He checked in. That's right. I hope you're feeling better. Yeah, Galafalachlas. That's the guy. Tim McCune. Hey there, man. Sorry you got a sick doggy, buddy, but I'm glad you could get a chance to check in with us tonight as well. And Shane Barber's checked in. Hello there, Mr. Shane Barber. I'm glad you're with us. There's the man. And chatting, Mark Styes. Hello there, Mark. Glad you are with us tonight as well. Sam Squanch Rivera. Yeah, he's finally checking in with us tonight. Keith Blount. Hello there. Glad you are with us as well, because you know what? That's actually going to wrap up this edition of the Squatchers Lounge podcast. I'll be back with a full show next week. We'll talk a little bit more about what's going to be coming up for the holidays, and we'll talk about what's going to finish out for the rest of the year. And then, I'll tell you what direction we're going to go in for next season, because next season is going to be a little bit of a shakeup. But it's time that we've come to some a different show concept, not necessarily a different. We'll still be covering the same kind of topics that we're talking about, but we'll just be going in a slightly different direction, because it's always been the focus of this show to try and keep with the biological, real blood and guts animal that we should all be looking for, not the super fantastical stuff that's out there. And I have to be honest, I would hate to be somebody coming into the Bigfoot, the online Bigfoot community at this point, and really see how to wade through the crap. I mean, there's just so much crap that's out there right now. People are just posting pictures of shadows and claiming Bigfoots and dozens of Bigfoots in them. And there are no experts, and there is nobody that can claim any amount of expertise in this field. And well, I got to tell you, to be honest with you, there are a lot of people that have expertise in videography and photos and Photoshop and audio analysis. We've been doing it now for decades. And that does become an expertise. Is there an expertise in, how a Bigfoot breeds? No. But we've all really become an expert in what is not Bigfoot. We want it all to be Bigfoot. Every single release that comes out there, we just pray for once that this is the real deal. We just want it for once to actually pay off, so that we have some more evidence to point to and go, there, that's what we're talking about. And unfortunately, it just doesn't happen. We have had some credible things. We've had a lot of tracks come out this year. We've had a lot of audio captures this year. Some anomalies that I captured myself. I don't know where we're really. We need to focus on what's coming out in the real stuff, and really, instead of ignoring the crap that's out there, we really kind of need to start to poke it. And when we poke it, people are going to hate us. People hate us now anyhow, so I don't really care. But I'm going to start poking things next year. I'm going to start poking things. When it's bullshit, we're going to call it bullshit. And if you want to come on and defend it, I'll be glad to debate anybody on this show at any time for any reason on any topic. If you want to debate what somebody has called a hoax and you want to support it as real, bring your evidence, bring your facts. Let's debate it on the air because I'm up for it. And it's just with it. We're going to poke it with a stick and see what explodes. That's exactly what I mean. So thank you, Jevin. Thank you, everybody, for being here tonight. I very much appreciate it. And we will see all of you guys right here next week for a Squatchers Lounge podcast in full swing and edition. And with that, thanks, everybody, for being here. I am going to have After Hangout posted up in a link here in just a moment. Thank you guys for being here, and may the Squatch, as always, be with you.